and I'll ask Victor to outline the situation. Oh, actually, we'll start with Ford, and then.
Okay, yeah, I can just say a little bit why this is on the agenda. As you will all recall, we had TIAs make an informational presentation last month to us about their entertainment license. Yeah, I'll stand up so you guys can hear me. So TIAs came before us, and that was actually negotiated by Nicole, who I thanked profusely when you were out of the room last month. But Nicole basically leaned in and got the TIAs folks, who are right at the edge of our jurisdictional boundary, to have an informational presentation in addition to their normal presentation to their current authority, which is the Wharf District Council. So they came and gave us a presentation about the entertainment license. And they also went in front of NEWRA to talk to NEWRA as well. Again, these were two informational presentations. We didn't have the opportunity to really say anything about the situation. I think Victor mentioned that he wrote a letter because he's actually, his window faces TIAs, and as just an informed citizen, he wanted to get involved in the process. But one of the things we learned, and we knew this, I mean, you know, the Wharf District Council is a great body of people. I know a bunch of them personally because of there are a bunch of them that are on the Friends of Christopher Columbus Park organization and board. But they're really far away from where TIAs is. TIAs faces us. TIAs faces the north end. All the noise comes to the north end. The Wharf District is really fighting some different battles right now, where the Greenway has a lot of restaurants that want to have outdoor seating. There are height restrictions. Jafara wants to build the 5th tallest building in Boston. So they've got their hands full. And the idea here is, because this is an area that this is a restaurant that faces us, that really is more affecting of our neighborhood, maybe we should be the group, NEWRA as well as NUNIC, looking after what TIAs might do in a situation like this. Nicole made it happen informally, but we don't want to always lean on Nicole to be able to sort of, contort the system into an unnatural position, which is essentially what happened. I mean, there were a lot of friction. A lot of folks didn't want to do these informational presentations on TIA side. It would be a lot simpler, some of us thought, to consider the idea of us being the folks that TIAs would normally present to. So that's why this is on the agenda. And I'm going to ask Victor to tell us a little bit about what the process was last time, because also the Wharf District Council, which is a closed meeting, I had to get special permission to go to the meeting. I wasn't allowed to ask any questions. They do things differently there. Every neighborhood is a little bit different. We like to talk about NEWRA, NUNIC different. We got two venues to be able to voice an opinion. The Wharf District Council is very different. It's closed, as I say, and again, it's sort of disinterested. So I noticed in the process that there were some things that were missed in the process that I don't think our ZLC would have missed. No disrespect to the Wharf District, great group of people, but I think we do things differently. We're affected, so that's why. So I'll ask Victor to talk a little bit about what happened last time. I also want to ask Phil Frateroli to talk a little bit about what NUNIC is proposing and regarding TIAs after Victor talks.
Okay, I think you've covered it pretty well. Before, there's not much I can add, except, as I said, I wrote a letter simply because I thought someone from the neighborhood should weigh in, and since my windows face TIAs, I thought I was the appropriate person to do it. The license that finally came out provides for a disc jockey, private functions only, situated indoors with no outdoor amplification. Instrumental and vocal music, 3 performers, may be amplified inside, but also may be outside without amplifiers. This just gives you information about what has been permitted to go on there. Outdoor speakers may be utilized for the purpose of playing background music on the patio, and the patio has a capacity of 296 persons, and that is, of course, what we hear on Fridays and Saturday nights, sometimes earlier in the week in the summer when we walk by that side of the Marriott, the 296 persons at least who were out on the patio. That's roughly what the city licensing division allowed. But, and that's what the license says, but the decision itself says that this is on a probationary basis lasting for 6 months from the issuance of the license. The grant may be rescinded if it is shown that the establishment is operating outside of licensing standards. But upon successful completion of the probationary period, the licensee may petition the division for further modification of license conditions, which opens the door, I would say. And I think that covers it as far as I'm concerned.
Thanks, Richard. Okay, Phil, did you want to comment how unit feels about this?
Sure. Thank you for having me. And so, as part of our annual bylaw review, we're looking at kind of defining what the North End Neighborhood Council's jurisdiction should be. And I think in conjunction with what you do here, I think it would be in the best interest of the neighborhood to draw a definitive line. And like you said, what happens at TIA's affects North Enders. I think everybody here would say that Christopher Columbus Park is a part of the North End, and the neighbors' windows who look out onto that park are the ones who are affected by what happens at TIA's, as well as what might happen down the road on that side of the Longmore. So in conjunction with the bylaws committee, we're working with them and probably do this when our bylaws come for review next month. But I think I'm fully supportive, and I think it's what's best for the neighborhood.
Thank you. All right, so again, we're going to have to negotiate, even if we do decide that we want to vote on this with the Washington Council. But we want to get an opinion of the group whether we think we should attempt to take responsibility for appeals. So if you do support that, do you have a motion for the vote?
Yes,
Thank you.
I move that we vote to support that proposal.
Okay, second? Okay. So if you support our voting on TIAs in the future, please circle support on the ballot, or if you oppose it, circle opposed. 28 people support asking that TIAs is in our area, and 6 opposed. So we will try and get that done.